parents, buying a toy is not an option. But it's okay kasi you have the option to make one. So here are some of the toys that I actually made. So this one, I'll try to explain it to you one by one. So this one is out of bottles, recycled drinking bottles. I just cut it and then placed like a styro inside and then colored it. I glued the bottles here together with the colored styro. And then here, the purpose is actually for the kids to match the color. But this one is a little difficult, a little challenging, because what I did is to write the name of the colors, and then the goal is for him to match the name with the color itself. Now, actually, I have two types of this cover. The other one, I placed not words, but the color itself, and then the goal is for the kid to just match. So, pag ilalagay niya lang, ima-match niya lang yung tamang color based dun sa color ng styro sa loob. Okay? Aside from matching, the kid will also practice fine motor skill. So when he needs to put the lead here, he's actually practicing rotation. Another toy that I made is this one. So I call this toy Count the Sticks. So for this one, ang goal naman would be to practice number concept. So I used different colored popsicle sticks. And then, this is actually the other half of the bottle that I use here. So, recycling, that's very important, okay? So, on the bottles, I placed here numbers. So, what the child will do is to count the sticks and place the correct number of sticks in each bottle. So you can use this for counting, but at the same time, I also use this for some of my kids who are like toddler to match the color instead. Okay, so you can use it in different ways. I also have here, I call this number block kit. Okay. So I have here different blocks. And then, using my labeler, I put here the number, the name of the number, the numeral. So I have here, I think, 1 to 20. So I have 20 blocks. From number 1 to number 20, I'll show it to you. Look at this one. This is 19. And then numeral 19 on the other side. 14. And then the word 14 here. Now, what I printed out is this. Ito yung pattern card niya. So, what the kid will do is, for example, this one, count it, and then match. He needs to find the block with the same number and then match it here. And then, I have here a box all about letters. So this is one of the toys inside the box. I call this Match Spell. I bought this container in one of the Japan stores. This is very nice kasi madaming slots. So what I did is, I printed out different words. 4-letter words, 3-letter words, and then what the kid will do is to match this with the same word. This primarily targets visual skills. Another toy inside the box is match a letter. If this one is matching words, this one naman is matching letter. So I actually use ice container for this one. The slots are small, that's why I opted to use letters instead. So this one is pretty challenging for some kids because all the slots are filled with letters and they get confused because it's small. I have the letters in a separate container. So this is how small the letters are. Really small. That's why the kids find it challenging. So to challenge some of my older kids, instead of asking them to use their hands to get, I ask them to use tongs. It is also a way for me to target their fine motor skills. I also have these letters on hand. I don't know how to use it yet, but for sure, it will come in handy in the future. So these are the letters. I also have here ice cube container. Sometimes if I want to practice CVC with some of my kids, I use this letter and then ask them to put it inside these slots. Another toy that I made is this. I call this letter block it. So similar with the numbers, I have here different blocks. I have here the name of the color and the color, and then pattern cards. So what the kid will do is to match the color and then copy the pattern. So to grade up the demand, sometimes I would ask my kid to copy the pattern from afar instead of placing it on top. I also placed here the name of the color. So instead of using this part, they'll use this to copy the pattern given. So the pattern also varies. I have here a pattern as tall as this and then as small as this one. So these are just some of the toys I made that you can actually do at home as well. So you just have to bear in mind what the skills you want to target and how you're going to design it in such a way that you can use it in different ways. That is because as moms or dads, we want to save as much as possible. So we have to be practical. If you're making one, make use of the materials that is already available at home. You can actually use it as an opportunity to bond as a family. So you can involve your children in making the toys. It can be a project that you can do together.